Welcome back to our how-to videos on how to use Tourist Tracker. What we're going to cover today is the last tab on the booking screen. You'll remember that from our previous videos we showed how to make a booking and how to book additional other bookable resources, basically rentals on the booking, how to charge items to the booking, for some sales of perhaps groceries or other items, and now we're looking at accepting payment for the booking. So it was a little while ago that I did those bookings. I'm going to click on April 1st. Excuse me. So that we can see the sample bookings that we did before. And I'm going to go into this top one here. If you remember, this was the sample we did with John Smith, Sarah Smith, and John Jr. It was only for 2 nights, and the total came to $340.62. So I'm going to go over to the invoice payment screen. And the fields that you end up filling in are over on the right, the dark fields where you can pick which of the guests is paying, their method of payment, which is set up in the setup screens. Is it cash, check, MasterCard, PayPal, Visa, the currency that they're paying in. We right now have US and Canadian set up in here, and the amount. So the default amount is the full amount, paid in cash. I can click Save. We're done. However, I want to show you some of the power of this screen. I can enter any payment I want. Say John Smith out of the group was going to pay $100. I can enter in $100 and save payment. And each payment shows up in the grid down below. You can see the balance remaining. It defaults to the balance remaining being the amount of the next payment. So if the next person, if Sarah was going to pay on her MasterCard, for the remaining balance, you just go ahead and click Save Payment, and we're done. The booking is fully paid. You might have John paying the $100, and then the rest of it is going to be split, 3 ways. Let's say for now it's 2 ways. So the next 2 payments are each going to be $121.31, and you can see that adds up to the. So I would save the payment for Sarah, and then oops, I saved that twice by mistake. Just go ahead. So you can see I've accepted the payment from Sarah, and then I'm going to accept a payment from John Jr., which is unlikely, but and then I'm told that the booking is now fully paid. If I delete these payments, just to give you another example, okay, so we're back to the full amount being unpaid. You can actually pick individual items to pay. So if I say select individual items, the check marks come off of the items to pay, and perhaps John is going to pay for the accommodations and Sarah is going to pay for everything else. So I select John off of the drop-down list. He's paying cash. Save payment. So now that amount is paid, and I can go ahead and pay the outstanding amount. So outstanding amount for these 3 items, and Sarah's going to pay that, and I'll save that. Again, the booking is fully paid. If the party's checking out, you can go ahead and close this booking. So if we're all done and everything's paid up on the booking, I'd go ahead, and the final step would be to close the booking. We're warned that it should only be done once all the charges for the guest have been entered and the guest physically checked out and everything's been paid for. I'm just going to click yes. So you can see this payment screen is very powerful. You can pick individual items. and charge them to individual people. You can split whatever is remaining however many ways, and it's very easy to just take each payment from each person. So, if you have a group of guys spending the weekend and they want to split the invoice equally, and one's paying cash, one's paying check, it's very quick and easy to accept all those different payments. Or you can manually enter in a payment amount with enter a payment. Any mistakes that are made, you are able to highlight the line in the grid and delete that payment, and then correct your payment there. And at the end, we can go ahead and print. And if you wanted to look at your invoice, you'd be able to print it here. We'll go into more detail into the reports in a later video, but that gives you an idea. We've gone into detail on all the tabs of the booking screen, and we'll take a look at the reports in upcoming videos.